14 sales over this past weekend. I still haven't broken my 14 item sales for the weekend. I'm trying to break that record as I'm now listing 15 items a day. So hopefully I'll be able to break that, make more money, especially during fourth quarter. I'm trying to list more to make more. I also had to cancel 2 orders on Poshmark because in the beginning of this year, I became a little bit unorganized with my systems and my organization. I took like 2 weeks off to do a full inventory and a spreadsheet and everything. I was still holding a spreadsheet for my sales, but I wasn't that organized in my inventory. So that's definitely a lesson learned and something I can definitely do better, which I am being better now. If not, I would have broken my record and I would have gotten more than the 14 sales. But those are lessons learned, and I will definitely be doing better next time. I'm still happy and proud of every single sale, and just like lately, most of the profit is found in the little stuff, which we will be going over today. Before we get into that, I really just wanted to come on here and say thank you guys so much for helping me reach 1,100 subscribers. We just went a little over 1,100, and I'm just so happy and so thankful for each and every one of you that has followed me on my journey. I started this as a part-time hustle, and now I'm moving this over to a full-time hustle. This is my first year as a full-time reseller, and I've learned so much, been frustrated a lot, but it's been the best journey because I have so much fun doing this every day. A lot of people say I'm too high energy when I'm making my videos, but that's just because I love what I do. Always happy to share with you guys my bolos, my finds, my sales, what I find at the thrift stores, yard sales on the free app. You guys know I love the free app. Some of the sales from this weekend were straight from the free stuff alerts app. If you guys haven't downloaded it, I really recommend it. It's a nice tool for your reselling business. You can make full profit off of free items. Thank you guys so much for joining the journey. If you guys care a little bit about content creation, I started this as another income stream. It definitely helps me, and it helps me teach you guys things that I learned over the past 2 years on YouTube, just learning, watching, really hustling to try to learn everything about this. And now I want to show you guys what I've learned so you guys can skip a little bit of the mistakes that I made in the beginning. So I just really wanted to say thank you guys so much. We're very close to monetization. I'm just waiting on hours now, and if you guys could watch my videos, it would extremely help. My high energy bores you, just fall asleep to my content, and if my high energy keeps you awake, just put me on mute. Seriousness, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. This journey has been amazing. I love making videos. I love making content. I started as a photographer, and it's helped me learn so much for this content creation journey. I always say that you never fail at anything, you just learn a lot of lessons, and my photography business was definitely many lessons learned. I learned how to edit videos, I learned how to edit reels, I learned how to edit in general, and I still love it as a hobby. I do landscapes, creative cosplay, not really too much creative cosplay anymore, but I stick to like landscapes and street photography, and it's just so much fun to do and edit, and this is a great way to bring everything I love into a business. I take photos, which I love to do. Product photography is one of my favorite things to do. I make content and videos for you guys. A great way to turn your hobby into a business. So I really appreciate you guys and thank you guys so much. I hope my videos are entertaining and helpful so you guys know what to pick up online and how to utilize different sources to do everything as cheap as possible. I always try everything first before I bring it to you guys, so to make sure that it's tried, tested, and true by me. I wouldn't show you guys anything that I don't typically use in my business. But all that crazy nonsense aside, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and let me show you guys some great sales I had this weekend so you too can pick them up and make more money, especially during this holiday season. Let's start with the little stuff first. As you guys know, I have that huge vintage Polly Pocket collection, and I've been parting it out, selling it, and I've had some sales over this weekend for the minifigures that I've been talking to you guys about listing. From the moment I listed them, I had some sales that sold the same day, and then I've had a few that have come on after. So it's been a really great learning experience with these vintage Polly Pockets. I'm going to do a breakdown video of the minifigures just like I did of the compacts. You can definitely check those videos out. The compact video is already out, and the minifigure video I still have to make. Vintage Polly Pocket Fun Time clock figures, all sold for an offer of $25. I had them set at $29.97, and you know I definitely took that offer, and they sold in 4 days. I got them for free on the Free Stuff Alerts app. I got a complete collection on the Free Stuff Alerts app of all these Polly Pocket figures. If you haven't seen the video, definitely check it out. It's already out now. These next 3 items sold to the same repeat buyer. They bought all 3. They sent offers on all 3, and I definitely took each offer. The first one is this Polly Pocket Compact Only in the Nursery. It sold for an offer of $8, and it sold in 13 days. And of course, I got this one for free. These merry-go-round pals, just the minifigures, sold for an offer of $10, and they sold it just the same day after listing them. I know you guys can probably see these Polly Pockets because they're in their bag and stuff, but yeah, it's called the Merry-Go-Round Pals figures. The last ones are these Polly Pocket Pet Shop figures. They sold for an offer of $11, and they sold the same day as well. In the minifigure video, I will be breaking down how to identify these, how to look them up, and how to see how much they're worth, so definitely stay tuned for that video if you're interested. Adidas full zip hoodie sold for $10.17. It was part of my 50% off sale that I'm running right now just to get my store back up and running since I was gone for 30 days. I got this for $6.42 from that huge bulk buy from that reseller that I just didn't want to sell anymore last year in June. So this one took more than a year to sell. But from that bulk buy, I've already made my money back so much, but this was probably something I shouldn't have bought, honestly. This Polly Pocket Treehouse minifigure sold on eBay for $17.97, and it sold the same day I listed it. And again, I got this for free from that Free Stuff Alerts bulk grab. I couldn't find much information about these, so I just loaded them up, set them for $12, and they sold for an offer of $9. There's probably someone that probably knows a little bit more than I do, probably figured out that there was some value in these, or they just want to collect them, I don't know. But usually with my loss, I try to set them up at a good competitive price so they just go fast. Now, the second biggest profit from these Polly Pocket figures so far have been this Starlight Castle Princess and the Horse Carriage for $22.47, and they sold in 2 days. So just the minifigures hold some value on their own. This vintage San Francisco 49ers hat sold for an offer of $7. I had it set at $8.97, and I got this for $1.87 in a $10 fill-a bag where I got I think it was 5 or 6 bags for $50 or $60, and the cost of goods turned out to be $1.87. The hat sold in 2 months, and this Polo Ralph Lauren striped polo sold for $22.97. It took 3 months to sell, and it was $5.69 at an estate sale. I typically wouldn't have picked this up, but it's a Polo Golf, and my cost of goods were a little bit high that day. I probably shouldn't have picked it up, but I guess I'm glad I did because it did sell and not that, in the 90-day cycle. This is a Mercari sale. This Polly Pocket Pretty Present sold for an $8 offer. It sold in just 1 day. These Asics Jolt 2s sold on Poshmark. They are a size 9. They sold for an offer of $27, and they sold in 6 months. These New Balance 750 version 2s sold for an offer of $22. I got them for $4.36 at a thrift store, and they sold in 6 months. And the last sale is this Polo Ralph Lauren quarter zip. It sold for an offer of $18, and it took 6 months to sell since I got this, I think it was spring or coming close to the summer. So I knew that this would take a little bit to sell, but if you can get your stuff cheap, you can hold out for the colder months. I list all year round. It could have probably sold during the summer, but you know that these types of things sell better during the fall and winter months. 14 sales. I could have had 16, but I messed up and I had to cancel those 2 orders. But we are learning our lessons in our first year as a full-time reseller. Now that I have more time, one of my biggest things, and I'm going to say it here so I can try to stay accountable, I need to get up earlier in order to accomplish more things. Usually I'll get up and do just enough for my work day, like my full complete 8-hour work day, even though I don't do it a traditional 9 to 5, I still work my 8 hours, but I don't get a lot of other things done. And that is something that I'm trying to get better at. I'm trying to get up earlier so that I can do more, probably be done with the eBay business by 1 or 2 p.m. and then get about my day. I want to go back to the gym. That is something that I've been messing up on, and I really want to go back to that. So hopefully with this better motivation, now that I'm back refreshed and ready to go, I can get that to attain my next goals in my business. Enough about me. Let me know what you guys think about the items that I'm selling. Are you guys going to be picking up these smaller stuff? I'm really loving the smaller stuff because I can store more things. I don't have a lot of room and they are attaining bigger profits. So definitely be on the lookout for the smaller items. If the bigger items, you don't have a lot of space to store or it's just hard to ship out. The small stuff is doing pretty well right now. A little mixture of everything this time. We got some toys, some clothes, and some shoes. So not bad sales weekend at all. Let me know in the comments how your sales have been doing. Are you guys seeing an uptick from fourth quarter? Are you listing the right items to get an uptick in fourth quarter? That's also a thing too. You gotta like really humble yourself and say like, am I doing everything right to make the sales that I want to make? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate every single view, every single comment, every single like. It's really nice to see that you guys are enjoying my content. I appreciate you guys so much. And until next time, love you guys.